Hello everyone, my name is Rusted Branch and welcome back to In Other Waters. So, let's dive back into the deep. Oh, deep, air quotes. We're only like 20 meters down at the start. Alright, so I believe I scanned everything, read my data entries, and next thing to do is go out west and hunt down these microbes. And my head's in the way again. Hang on one moment. Okay, does that look fine? Okay, we're good. My editor says we look awesome. Alright, signal priority. Mina's notes on her microbial fuel cell design. She mentions sourcing 4 microbe colonies from this part of the reef, which means we'll need to go off the central reef again. What's this? Obstruction. Oh, the bloom is out there, but we don't have the fuel for it. Alright, back at it again. Let's go this way a little bit. Pair of boulders for later. This isn't a very efficient route. I'm just curious what's over here. This just seems like bare open ground. Yeah, just more open sand. Some metal debris. Looks like Mina has had salvage parts of the base to build with she needed to survive. She must have been here for many months before I arrived. There's something about ruined equipment on the boulders, but it's probably just this little salvage bit. We got some life over there. Glittering stalks. Yeah, we could stand and take some samples. Have a little bit of fuel just in case. Okay. We should be fine on fuel for the moment. So let's head out. Mina's map mentions microbes, which only occur in the stalk forest. We can find 4 healthy colonies. It will make the ideal basis for propulsion fuel system. Yeah, so I can't go south. I have to throw a screamer pod at it. Shrill sack, sorry. Screamer pod is Monster Hunter, I believe. Ooh, what's that big one? Loaded stalk. These stalks bulge out from their bases, forming rounded pulse growth that look discolored and stretched. I started logging data on these strange inflated stalks. They look ill. Was it pulsing on... Oh, it is pulsing. What are those strange inflated stalks? They look like sporing growths we found in the eastern caves, but there's something wrong with them. We need to break them open somehow so we can sample the microbial colony inside. They respond to shrill sacks. This feels like a bad idea. Ooh, they do indeed. That noise. We got one, but the clouds of microbes in these stalks release are incredibly toxic. Oh, I should get you out of here. It looks like... Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no. Hang on. The suit is having to flush its vents with oxygen to protect me. Look, we've lost a lot of reserve oxygen. We're going to need to be fast when sampling these bloats. Let's get another 3 colonies. But be careful. I don't want to run out of oxygen out here. Yeah, I don't want you to either. Stock pathway. And stock pathway. Okay. I have to use a shrill sack, so I'm going to grab some here, I think. Yep. And chuck it in the ute. Oh, I could have had a 2-for-1 if I was clever. I really hope I have enough of these. Oh, there's another bloated. So I'll need to have a retreat planned out when I do this. It's another bloated stock. Yeah, let's do that. So, oh boy. Let's aim it here. Okay, and then back out over here. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Where can I go from there? It's a weird way to defend themselves. Okay, I've got one more shriek sack, so I might have to fly back. But we'll see how this goes. No, I don't want that. Ooh, I am good. Oh, we are still in the cloud. That did not work the way I was hoping. Oh. We got it. And is this another bloated? Signal stock. Perfect. I needed that. Okay. And then back we go. Okay, that's the last. There's something different about the growth patterns in this forest. The ones further south are more chaotic. These stalks are almost arranged avenues or terraces. Do you think they might be protecting something? Sure. But would they be fortifying? And why all the diseased bloats? Well, they're basically landmines. And those would choke out any fish that would dare to come in here, so. Pulsing, pumping rid of them, these stalks contractions suggest that some process is happening inside them. Or maybe, I remember mangrove trees can put the salt that they take in from salt ocean water and put it into specific leaves in order to get rid of it and not have salt toxicity overall. Great, now we have plenty of these for the microbial colonies. Oh, that's not gonna work. I need to get... Where did this infection come from? These stocks seem to be struggling to deal with it. Or is this just part of their expected life cycle? What do you think? I don't... They seem pretty... It seems intentional. Maybe you're right. It's impossible to know without further study. Either way, let's bring these back to the base as soon as we can. We can analyze these samples there. Call it in the pickup. Not just yet. I want to risk it. And see if there's anything of interest over here. A cave. A dark cave. Okay, 1, 2, 3 meters? Possibly 4. World Passage. I probably should have read that. Bloated roots. Thick, bloated roots poke through the rock walls and something pulses within them. This is a rare chance to sample stock roots. Yeah, okay, so we did find some roots. And they just weren't visible because they were going through rocks. Ooh, fungal root. Neat. Well, if they're fungus, wouldn't that be like mycelium, I guess? Because roots are supposed to be specifically plant, as I've understood it. And I don't think there's anything to go south with. We'll head back to base. Oh, I can't from under here. Dang it. I mean, why not? We're in an opening. Now, can I? Yes. So you can't link to the system in a cave. Sad. Hang on. Hey, you ready to go back to work? Not yet. Well, tough luck, because I've a very productive few hours. I've had a very few productive hours. I've been working on that propulsion system. I've used these 4 microbial samples to grow a new colony in the lab. Then I transferred it to a secure containment capsule. Nice and snug. I followed what I could from Mina's notes on building a microbial fuel cell. It's all loaded onto the suit. The MFC fed directly from our reserve oxygen supply. Now we just need to take the suit out for a dive and test it. It's going to take plenty of oxygen to fuel the colony, so bring any samples that'll help out. Make sure not to take any we haven't put through the analysis on the lab level first. I don't want to burn through hours of research material just to get a power boost. This propulsion system will let us pass through strong currents and move more quickly. We should be able to cut across the rift north of the way station and see what the bloom finally is. Ready when you are. Well, I am gonna do some... No. I am going to enter some samples. So, spark colony. Maybe, I don't know if I can do the same sample movement, so I'll throw in that shrieker just to see. And let's throw in that root. No, you cannot. Okay, so. No relevant taxonomy entries found. Oh, I guess I haven't found enough of those to hold on to. Oh, that's not fair. Oh well. I'll just bring the stuff we've already analyzed with me. doesn't it stack up the ones in my inventory, but it will stack it up in the base. Smooth spore. And don't have any relevant taxonomic entries for that. So I'll take the soothe spore. Controls in this game. All data logged in taxonomy. Sample already analyzed. Okay, so if you take it out, it doesn't remember it until you scan it again. Weird, but sure. And once again, I am going to read entries on stuff. Okay, so it appeared that everything new in my list wasn't actually new. It was just stuff the game failed to save that I had looked into. I feel like I should have gotten more entries of those infected stocks, but I didn't find any more. I did look around. Maybe I could have gone south a bit. Yeah, I might try that. Okay, so first you'll find the controls in the utilities where sampling and everything is. Once you've found the propulsion system, let's try it out. But remember, it uses oxygen. Be careful. When you've got the hang of it, let's try to cross the northern rift. Alright, so how does this work? Okay. We're engaged, and now what? Oh, we are much faster. But we are burning oxygen. Neat. Okay, let's shut that down. And connect to the terminal, get power and oxygen. And got some of those, so I am going to run off into the abyss and try and find some more infected stocks so I can send them back to the lab. Okay, I'm back. So we found enough data, and she once again has given them a very lame name and called them reef bloats because they're bloated and they're part of the reef. Oh, she's so clever. But let's get on with it. I think this is where I want to go. Impressive. The split in the shelf is incredibly wide and deep. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Start up the propulsion system and let's cross. You know, I am no oceanographer, but we are in the ocean. Verticality is a thing. We can go to the surface and just swim over this. But game's got a game. There's something on the other side, a huge green cloud rising up from the shelf. We'll get there when we get there, calm down. It must be the bloom. Oh, this is weird. Vector clear the bloom. What did that say? What ecological crisis spawned this green mass? How is it connected to the reef? If the answers are anywhere, they're inside. I wonder if it's a response to alien organisms landing on the planet. The water inside is totally anoxic. Substance really can't function. I have to run on reserve oxygen. Well, we are already inside this place. I'm not going to sit there in that while I try and read you. Jeez. Okay, so shrill sack, I might need that. Stock bark. Yeah, I'll burn that for some oxygen. Oh, I didn't have any. Well, there goes the soothe spore, or whatever it was. Strange colony, it said? I do not have time to just sit there and read that. Filtering fan. Tail fan. This fan seems to be reoxygenating. So it seems I can breathe next to these. That's nice. They're probably going to give me a lot more oxygen. I'm not reading that. Perhaps these creatures can help us learn how to exist in these toxic conditions. Let's take some samples and see what effects they have on the bloom when we deploy them. Okay. Fan dust. Only 7% oxygen, but that didn't... I don't feel like that actually did anything. Let's go up to the other one. I like how you can kind of see the oxygen area being caused by the fan. Fan dust. So let's throw it at that big thing. Oh! We scared something. Bivalve creature. This bronze shell sits half buried in the sand. What creature lives inside? There's some kind of shelled creature hiding in the silt over there. We need to figure out how to tempt it out of its burrow. Whoops. Perhaps a sample from elsewhere in the bloom? Something that reacts with the microbial growth itself. Well, I'm way ahead of you. Rock sheets. Toxic waters. So there seems to be like an air pocket over there now. It's circling the air pocket too. Alright, we're gonna run. The bloom is vast. What could cause and sustain these processes in such a scale? With the oxygen gone, the microbes here must be metabolizing some other substance in order to persist. Methane? I don't know, nitrogen? Okay, the bright pollen has some oxygen to it. It's nice. Oh, there's another bronze shell bivalve over there. I really don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Let's run this way. Game. I almost lost all my oxygen there. There's not really a lot I can do about that. Alright, I got 6. Metal traces. Metal traces. The faint signature of metal alloy, perhaps the remains of equipment Minnie brought into this bone? What was she doing here? And what were you? Toxic waters, okay. Silt piles. So let's follow the metal. Yeah, it looks like it creates just a barely noticeable oxygen pocket. Or I am completely wrong and that's not at all what it did. Bloom fans. You are so bad at naming things. I really don't know what this game wants from me. Oh, maybe I should. It's probably gonna go poorly. This game's controls annoy me. Okay. Let's run it again. Oh, there's a fan up there. Blue flashes flicker across the shattered strata of the rock. Shards of rock with green clouds between turn the seafloor into a miniature landscape. So I think we should follow the blue shards one and hopefully not suffocate. Okay, that didn't work. Or did. The ghost of some equipment lies in the silt, one of many pieces lost in Mina's expedition into the bloom. This is all I have to go on, so this is where I'm going. Oh, I see the square corner of a base. Come on, let's go. Yeah, it looks like we got an oxygen pocket. These strange forms scattered around inside the bubble. Are these skeletons? They resemble radiolarians, but far bigger in scale. They are incredibly ornate. A colony of shattered domes lies in the silvery silt. What were these creatures? Bubbles. This side of the bubble seems so close to the way station. If it were to shrink, any foothold we'd have in the green desert would be lost. Finally, a way station. Whoa, okay. With this active, we can call for retrieval all across the bloom. Useful when we run low on oxygen. Open the terminal and we can resupply. And see if Mina left any map data behind. What was that? Nesting creatures. Within these complex, transparent structures, the blurred activity of many individual creatures can be seen. These swarms of bright creatures provide vital safe zones in the bloom. Let's start logging data on them. Bloom bees. Okay, I've got her logs. A lot of trips back and forth between here and a lab? That means she must have set up a remote lab somewhere deeper in the bloom. She spent months making trips to it, ferrying some materials from elsewhere in the bloom to here. She's studying something important to her. We have to find that lab. I'll log coordinates on the dive map when we get back to base. I guess I can go for a retrieval now, but like... I want to explore more. Ooh, I can get samples. Animal. Yeah. These colonies do well to hold out against the bloom. The individual creatures seem to be able to adjust their microbial growth. We can use this. We should try to deploy a colony to see if we can create our own safe zone inside these toxic floods. Come on, come on, come on. This going in a straight line stands to reason that there's something out here. Oh, another colony, yes. Burnt out something. Nesting creatures. Like the nest themselves. Oh. Silicate skeletons. Thin protective barrier, water is oxygenated in clear microbial clouds. What chemical process being enacted here? And burnt out drone. So the silica, that means these are silicon-based life forms rather than carbon. And if I remember my periodic table directly, they're in the same column, which long time ago I had a scientist tell me that meant there was the possibility that we could eventually one day find silicon-based life forms due to their structural similarities. But I am not a biochemist. I have no idea. Okay, so I'm kind of not going in the right direction of the story. It wanted me to come this way earlier. Bivalve bloom veins. What do you think? That is a terrible name. Well, I like it. Of course you do. I like that I could at least tell them I don't like their naming convention. But I think I found what I needed here, so I'm going to return back to base. And then I'm going to duck. Hey, are you back with me? Yeah, good. I wanted to ask you about the bloom. I've been trying to understand what's causing it. It seems unlikely that we are looking at a stable ecosystem. It has to be a unique event. And yet, creatures have rapidly and effectively adapted to the conditions. How is this possible? There's something we aren't seeing. Something Mine was investigating too. Do you think she knows something we don't? I don't think she does, but then why come here? Why set up a lab in the bloom to study it? She has to have her reasons. Let's find the lab. You're making a lot of assumptions, Ellery. Maybe it's a large ecological event that isn't always present, like a bloom or a mass of sea creatures coming out of the ocean to lay their eggs on shore. It could happen. I could probably make a better point if I was talking, or if you could at least see my face. But got some new samples to log, but I can't actually log those samples because I don't have a database entry for the colonies. What I do have are these. Yeah, reef bloat taxonomy updated. And see if I can get the bloat root to log. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is... Once again, I'm going to read through this on my own and not subject you to reading encyclopedia entries on fictional alien wildlife. But that means I'll have to end it here. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. I don't know. Bye!